Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to share a beautiful hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam at this moment, at this day of Yawmul Jum'ah. That hadith is very relevant to our time, what is going on today because of COVID-19. That hadith talks about that there are always people who follow the right path, do the right things, and there are some people who would not follow the right thing and they don't do what they are supposed to do. This hadith is narrated in Bukhari, and the narrator is Nu'man ibn Bashir radiallahu an. It is a similitude saying of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, giving an example, a similitude of a ship that has two decks. One is upper deck and one is lower deck. People who are on the lower deck, they always go to collect their water for their needs to the upper deck. But if the people of the lower deck say that why to go on the upper deck all the time for our water, water is all around the ship, just let's make a hole in the bottom and we can get the water in the lower deck from the ocean. Now people of the upper deck found out this crazy decision of the people of the lower deck. They have two choices. Either they can say that it is their problem, let them make a hole, or they can hold their hand and stop them from doing this. If they don't stop them and let them do what the people of the lower deck wanted to do, then what will happen? The ship would capsize, would sink, and not only the people of the lower deck will pay the price, also with them the people of the upper deck, they will pay the price too. They will sink together. Same way, what is going around us, medical authorities and governments are imposing lockdowns and curfews and asking for social distancing. And according to all the medical experts and religious scholars, that is the right thing to do. Lot of people will do this right thing. Lot of people might not, or some of them might not. If the people who are following these guidelines, if they say that some of us, some people in the community are not doing the right thing, it is their problem, why should I be worried about it? Then everyone would pay the price. The lockdowns will prolong and difficulties will increase, and everyone will pay the price. That is how Mu'min understands that a Mu'min and Mu'mina always play their role in establishing the right and eradicating the wrong. Now we understand what it means, that if you see somebody is not following, you can't just turn away, but you play your role, try to do what is right and explain and convince and do with all the etiquettes of Amr bil Ma'ruf and Nahi Anil Munkar to stop that brother or sister from committing a wrong against humanity or society. One more day of Jummah, but again one more time not having our regular gathering is very saddening and very difficult. Though we can't gather for Jummah, but whatever we are offering, whether that is Jummah or Salatul Zuhr, Jummah in small congregations in our places, if we are doing that or praying Salatul Zuhr, nothing is preventing us from some of the etiquettes of this day we need to follow, we can follow. It is encouraged this day we need to increase salat and salam on Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Also recite Suratul Kahf and increase dua. In this day there is a moment that when mu'min ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in that moment Allah accepts the dua. We don't know the moment, but the scholars write very likely that moment is just before the sunset. So especially right before sunset, turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and supplicate to Him, may Allah remove this difficulty from around the world and have mercy on the whole ummah. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.